we are Ben and MP, and we decided to make the ocean our yard, so we bought a majestic wooden sailboat to be our floating home. Little did we know that our schooner wasn't majestic at all. Actually, she was barely floating, as she was sinking, rotting from inside out. Fast forward to 2 years later, we are still here working on her, and she looks great, but now it's time to tackle the interior. Join us today on another chapter of our rebuild, as we are going to prove to you that dreams come true. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Have you already done it? Are you sure? Okay, then we can continue. Let's go.
Guys, we have a home! We have a home! I cannot believe it, how much it has changed since we put the walls up. But now it really feels like this is my home, you know? I'm so happy, and I really want to show you how everything's looking. It's not finished yet, but all the rooms are already separated, so it feels very nice. This is a cabin! How nice is this? Like, I can already picture the bed here and then the furniture, and I think this wall with this stripy texture gave a vibe of a beach house, and I think the boat will be a beach house because we'll always be by the sea, so I'm very happy about that. And I don't know, I just am so
What's this
happy.
gap?
This gap, it's not looking nice now, but we'll get here a division. There'll be where the wires will go through, where the switches for the lights will be, and it'll look very nice. It'll be made in cedar, so it'll be reddish here in the middle, and it will look very nice, and my heart is so happy, and I really want to share with you this moment, this huge victory. I always say that building a boat is about tiny victories, but I think this one was quite a big one. This stripy texture this one, the beach house one, is everywhere where you can see the wall. Like for example here, it's not stripy because this wall will be hidden because it's behind the sink on the kitchen. We wanted it to be waterproof, so everywhere that has to be waterproof is not stripy. So here, the kitchen and also both toilets are also not stripy, so you can fiberglass them, make them very waterproof, and yeah, but everywhere else is stripy and nice.
I think this part of the boat build is so cool because for so long we've been working on varnishing, epoxying, ballast, all that type of stuff that visually doesn't change. And in just a few days, we've closed the starboard head. We're going to close this first cabin over here. We've already closed. Let me head more forwards over here. We've closed this already. Forward, starboard cabin. Now we're still debating whether we're gonna put a piece of plywood on this side of the wall as well, for example, where there's gonna be a wardrobe. Because yes, when you open the wardrobe, it'll look nicer to have a piece of plywood in it, but also if we don't have it, we gain an extra 5 centimeters of depth, which is also very cool. But looking around this boat, so much has changed already. All these walls are being temporarily put in place. Of course, we just need to measure a few more things, and they'll also be able to be removed, wiring, isolation, and so on. So I think this is so cool. I can't tell you how happy I am.
Everything divided. Here is our head, our toilet, the main one that's for everybody, with a big shower, which is amazing. And over there we have the 2 couple bedrooms. This one will be ours because it's an ensuite, which means it has a toilet inside as well. We are still missing the walls here, but this will be a toilet. And this is our bed. This is where we're gonna sleep. How cozy! Bye!
So if you're wondering why that mattress is there, or that cushion, it's not because I was sleeping there during the lunch break. It was. Okay, but this is all kind of really roughly put. None of them have screws in, none of them have been fastened. They're just literally hanging on to the tight fit. Now soon, like MP said, this kind of cedar bit is coming through the middle, so we decided to already cut it in half so we could stick it to the ceiling and to the floor beams. Now later we can take our time to really measure the middle bit and make that division. Also, it's all been made based on the doors, so the lines are going to continue in this order up to here, and then we just need some tiny pieces under and on top of the doors. And we will be removing them and placing them a lot with all the wiring being done and stuff, and the painting and prepping. But we already have them all cut, and it makes a huge difference.
You're so happy. Oh.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. We have a home.
We're gonna look back at this video when the boat's ready and be like, that's not a home. This is a home.
This is a home, though. I'm so happy. In our new home. Our new home.
He likes it. With the stairs. Now that a lot of these walls are in place, there's a few more things that we still have to do to make the boat kind of ready for furniture. And the main thing is the flooring. But before the flooring, we have to install the little purple heart batten, which will go around all of our furniture. So that's all been cut and varnished already. I've also written down on the floor beams where they have to go. Now these pieces of wood have 3 purposes. One, it divides the flooring with the furniture, which also allows us to make the flooring now and start building on the inside of it, which will be the furniture. The second thing is, God, I need to remember now. Oh yeah, so when you lift up the flooring, to access what's underneath it, you don't want the tip of the floorboards to be rubbing into the furniture. So this is a 3 centimeter space between the furniture and the flooring, which will allow the flooring to be lifted without scraping the furniture. And the third reason, I don't remember what the third reason was. I don't even know if there is one now, but anyway, this is what we're going to start working on now. So the little corners have been cut. We still need to finish them off, but at least now we can put them all in the right place and kind of have a vision of where everything's going to be. But all the furniture is decided already where it's going to go, so these are just follow some measurements and then screw them into place.
where Ben's gonna do all the dishes.
Even though we're very far from actually washing our hands, it's nice to pretend to do the stuff we're actually going to be doing in this room like this.
Hey, no one wants to see that.
Anyway, cool, huh?
Yeah, very. Well done, Lavi. Few more rooms to go. Whew.
Vai dar certo. Mas eu acho que nós temos que botar mais um pedacinho ali, ó. Olha, ele varou aí um bocadinho.
Uhum. Essa linha, né? Tá. All the purple heart's been laid down in this area, so that's one part of the galley. We've got the sofa area outlined, and now we are actually going to move over to the part of the galley that has been adjusted. Before we had all the suggestions from you guys, thank you so much. It was just one big U-shaped round galley, and now we have changed it. Let me turn it somehow. So we have we'll always have something to hold on to, lean against to, or catch in the case of falling and so on. So this is a slightly complicated one because it's based on the size of the fridge and the oven and so on. But we think we've got that sorted now, so we're going to start installing this. This is the only place in the boat where we haven't got the little slats to support the Purple Heart. That's going to be done now. 45 90 45 por
Tem que virar bem assim, né? Não é assim. Assim não dá.
Vou só marcar.
Assim não dá.
I've forgotten how to do my maths. I can say that our galley is now officially completely ready, which means this more aft part, which is going to be a cooking stove, fridge area over here and so on, little cook worktop over here, and then we've got a little sink over here which is also ready and all screwed into place. Over here we have the living room, also all screwed into place. Of course some bits have to be varnished still. As you can see, a lot of the beams have been temporarily covered with a little rubber mat for now. So, not knowing which ones are going to be fastened and not, we don't want any rattling going on. So we're definitely under every single plank having this 3.5mm rubber mat screwed onto the frames, beams. But that's it, and I'm really happy with it. And I don't know if it's just a feeling, but when I already walk on it, I feel like it's a lot quieter. But that's just a feeling, right? But anyway, this whole room is finished. Over here, completely finished. This head over here, completely finished, as in the Purple Heart. And here we have the Purple Heart. These are the only three rooms where it still has to be screwed in. But I think this is huge progress with the walls being here and the outlining of the furniture. This means that we can now start really working on the furniture itself and the flooring, which is kind of the rest of the boat. We hope you enjoy seeing the interior taking shape as much as we do. And now it's time to head over to the beach to thank everyone who joined our new crew. Thank you so much David, Ina, Scott, Charles, Elizabeth, Leia and Scott for joining us on Patreon. And thank you Veiko, Brenda and Marva for donating through PayPal. And also big thanks to Nahua OpenStreetMaps, Joseph, Pedro, Kerben, Leia, Lucellino, Michael, and Hubba for sending us a big super thanks on YouTube.